Have you ever felt your legs are no longer as strong as they used to be? You wake up in the morning and notice that getting out of bed is harder than it was a few years ago. Climbing stairs leaves you breathless. You begin to avoid walks in the park because your calves feel tight, heavy, or worse, they cramp up. For many people over 60, these are not isolated incidents. They're part of a quiet, gradual change. At first, we shrug it off. I'm just getting older, we say. And yes, aging does play a role. But here's the truth: weak legs and leg cramps are not an inevitable part of aging. They're not something you just have to accept. They're symptoms, signals that your body is missing something important. What if your legs are asking for help, and we just haven't been listening? Let's look at this differently. Your legs aren't just muscles and bones. They're your connection to freedom. They let you get up, move, go where you want, do what you love. When they begin to weaken, it's not just a physical issue. It affects your confidence, your independence, and your joy of living, and yet, too many seniors ignore these early signs. A small cramp here, a little wobble there. They adjust their life around the problem, instead of addressing the cause. That's why this video isn't just another health tip. It's a wake-up call. In the next few minutes, we'll dive deep into two often overlooked causes of weak legs and cramps: deficiencies in key vitamins, and specific food choices that silently sabotage your strength. You may be eating something every day that is making your legs worse, and skipping something simple that could make them better. You don't need expensive treatments or miracle pills, just the right knowledge and small daily decisions. This isn't about scaring you. It's about giving you back control. Imagine walking without fear of falling. Standing up from a chair easily. Sleeping through the night without leg cramps waking you. That's not a fantasy, it's a goal we'll work toward, together. So stay with me, and let's take this step by step. Your legs are worth it. Your life is worth it. When people think of vitamin D, they often think of bone health. And that's true. It plays a crucial role in calcium absorption and keeping bones strong. But what most people don't realize is that vitamin D also has a direct impact on your muscles, balance, and leg strength. As we age, our ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight decreases significantly. Even if you spend time outdoors, your body may not be producing enough. Combine that with dietary gaps and decreased kidney function, and vitamin D deficiency becomes more than likely. It becomes a hidden enemy. Low vitamin D levels weaken your leg muscles, especially the large muscles around your hips and thighs, the very ones that help you stand up, walk, and climb stairs. Many seniors with low vitamin D report feeling wobbly, experiencing more frequent stumbles, or needing extra support when getting out of chairs. One study found that older adults with low vitamin D were more than twice as likely to fall compared to those with adequate levels. But the connection doesn't stop at muscle strength. Vitamin D also helps control inflammation. Without it, your body has a harder time recovering from exercise or everyday strain. That stiffness you feel in your legs after a short walk? That might not just be aging, it might be vitamin D deficiency talking. And here's the frustrating part: vitamin D deficiency often shows no obvious symptoms in the early stages. It sneaks in slowly, quietly weakening your legs and reducing your stability without you realizing it, until a fall or an injury makes the problem undeniable. Have you been blaming age for something your body is actually trying to fix? With the right support. So where can we get this sunshine vitamin? There are three main sources. 1. Sunlight. Around 15 to 30 minutes of morning sun exposure on your arms and legs can stimulate vitamin D production. But if you're older, live in northern climates, or use sunscreen regularly, this might not be enough, too. Food: fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are excellent sources. So are fortified dairy products, mushrooms exposed to sunlight, and egg yolks. 3. Supplements: for many seniors, supplements become necessary, especially during winter months or if lab tests confirm low levels. Always check with your doctor before starting one. The good news is this: correcting a vitamin D deficiency is simple, and the results can be life-changing. In fact, many seniors report noticeable improvements in balance, walking ability, and leg comfort within just a few weeks of restoring healthy vitamin D levels. Imagine being able to walk confidently across a room without hesitation. Getting up from the couch without feeling like your knees might buckle. It's possible, starting with something as small as breakfast and sunshine. You don't have to live with weak legs. Sometimes, your body just needs the right fuel. Most people associate vitamins with general energy or immune function. But vitamin B12 is different. It's not just a nice-to-have vitamin, it's absolutely essential for the proper functioning of your nervous system, especially the nerves that control your legs. As we age, our ability to absorb B12 from food declines, particularly if we have low stomach acid or take certain medications like metformin or proton pump inhibitors. The result? Even if you eat well, you could still be running low on this critical nutrient. Vitamin B12 supports the myelin sheath, a protective covering around your nerves. Without enough B12, this sheath begins to break down. That's when you start to feel strange sensations, tingling in your feet, numbness, burning pain, or worse, a creeping weakness in your legs. Many seniors with B12 deficiency say it feels like their legs don't listen to their brain anymore. This isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Damaged nerves affect balance, coordination, and reaction time. You may find yourself dragging one foot slightly, walking with hesitation, or feeling like you're stepping on sponges. At night, your legs might twitch or cramp involuntarily, disturbing your sleep, and perhaps most troubling, B12 deficiency can cause permanent nerve damage if left untreated for too long. Have you ever felt your legs acting weird and thought, "I'm just tired"? What if it's more than that? Even mild B12 deficiency can have wide-ranging effects: poor balance when walking, reduced sensation in the feet, you can't feel uneven ground, slower reflexes, difficulty climbing stairs, pins and needles feeling when sitting too long. So where do we get B12? Mainly from animal-based foods: meat, fish, eggs, dairy. But many older adults eat less meat or have digestive issues that impair absorption. Vegetarians and vegans are also at high risk. That's why many doctors recommend regular B12 testing for adults over 60, especially if there are symptoms. The good news? B12 is easy to supplement, through pills, drops, or even monthly injections for those with absorption problems. Correcting B12 deficiency doesn't just improve leg strength, it can sharpen your thinking, lift your mood, and restore your sense of balance. Imagine walking across a room without that foggy wobble. Sleeping through the night without twitching legs. Feeling confident going upstairs without worrying about missing a step. Don't let silent nerve damage steal your independence. B12 might be the quiet fix your legs have been waiting for. You eat well. Or at least, you think you do. You avoid fast food, drink enough water, and maybe even take supplements. But here's a hard truth: some of the most common foods in a senior's diet may be slowly weakening your legs. It's not just about what you're missing. Sometimes, it's about what you're unknowingly consuming, every single day. Let's start with processed cheese. That convenient square you melt on toast? It's often packed with sodium, preservatives, and artificial additives that do more harm than good. These processed cheeses have almost none of the healthy fats or nutrients found in natural cheese. Worse, they can interfere with calcium absorption, inflame the body, and disrupt the balance of vitamin D. Eating the wrong cheese every day can be like pouring salt into your joints and nerves, slowly, silently. Next, let's talk about frozen meals and deli meats. These quick options are often loaded with sodium nitrate and phosphates, two chemicals known to promote inflammation and impair vascular health. And when blood flow to the legs is reduced, your muscles don't get enough oxygen. The result? Cramping, weakness, even numbness. And what about that healthy bowl of cereal you eat every morning? Many boxed cereals, even the ones labeled fortified, are packed with refined carbohydrates and synthetic additives that can spike blood sugar and worsen nerve health over time. So yes, even food labeled healthy can work against your legs if it's overly processed, salty, or chemically enriched. Now let's talk about a dangerous pattern, the low-fat obsession. Many seniors, trying to avoid heart disease, still believe in removing all fats from their diet. But fat is not the enemy, inflammation is. And when you cut out healthy fats like omega-3s found in fish, nuts, and olive oil, you lose protection for your joints and nerves. Worse, low-fat processed foods often replace fat with sugar, fillers, or chemicals that worsen insulin resistance and contribute to muscle fatigue. Are you eating light to be healthy, while quietly draining strength from your legs? This isn't to say you have to eat perfectly. But awareness is everything. The foods that support strong legs are simple, natural, and anti-inflammatory. The foods that harm them are disguised as convenient or modern but leave your body inflamed, your circulation sluggish, and your muscles underfueled. Here are 4 types of food to watch out for. 1. Processed cheese, especially slices and spreads with long ingredient lists. 2. Frozen dinners and deli meats, high in preservatives and salt. 3. Boxed cereals and low-fat snacks, often sugar-loaded and nutrient-poor. 4. Excess added sugars and sodas, increase inflammation and oxidative stress. Don't let a food label fool you. If your legs feel heavy, crampy, or unreliable, it's time to look at your plate. The good news? Fixing your diet doesn't mean restriction. It means replacing harmful with healing. Swap processed cheese for feta, mozzarella, or small amounts of aged cheddar. Replace frozen dinners with simple home-cooked meals. Even reheated leftovers are better. Choose oats or eggs over sugary cereal. Use olive oil, not margarine. Eat the rainbow, not what comes in a box. What you eat becomes what your legs are made of. Strong food, strong legs. When it comes to strong, pain-free legs, most people look for exercises or treatments. But your first and most powerful tool might already be in your kitchen. Both vitamin D and vitamin B12 are essential not just as supplements, but as nutrients found in real, everyday food. They fuel the nerves and muscles that keep you standing, walking, and balanced. Let's start with vitamin D. We know sunlight helps our bodies make it, but we often forget about the food sources, and they're easier than you think. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are vitamin D powerhouses. Just 2 servings a week can significantly improve levels. Egg yolks are another natural source. They're small but mighty, especially when eaten whole. Not just egg whites, mushrooms exposed to sunlight, such as maitake or portobello, naturally produce vitamin D too. And don't forget fortified foods like dairy products, orange juice, or plant-based milks. Don't have time to sunbathe? Let your breakfast do the work instead. Now, let's talk about vitamin B12, which plays a key role in nerve protection and energy. Beef liver is one of the richest sources of B12, but it's not for everyone. Easier options include fish, like tuna, trout, salmon, eggs, and dairy. For those who avoid meat, nutritional yeast, especially fortified versions, offers a plant-based B12 boost. And fortified cereals or plant milks can help, though always check the label. Imagine this: a breakfast with 2 eggs, sautéed mushrooms, and a glass of fortified milk. That's not just tasty, it's leg medicine. The best part? These foods don't just provide nutrients. They also reduce inflammation, support better balance, and improve blood flow to your lower body. Combined, they help rebuild strength at the foundation, your muscles and your nerves. If your legs feel tired, slow, or unsteady, your food might be the fastest fix. Here are 4 meal ideas that are both delicious and therapeutic. 1. Grilled salmon with steamed spinach and brown rice. Omega-3s D, B12, magnesium. 2. Mushroom and egg omelette with a side of avocado. Anti-inflammatory, nutrient-dense. 3. Oatmeal topped with nutritional yeast, flaxseed, and berries. Heart-nerve health in one bowl. 4. Greek yogurt with walnuts, chia seeds, and a drizzle of honey. Probiotic protein, brain bone support. It's not about chasing superfoods or expensive powders. It's about consistency. A few great ingredients, used often, are far more powerful than one magic product. Strong legs don't start in the gym. They start on your plate. And if you're already taking supplements, these foods can enhance absorption and performance. For example, vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it needs dietary fat to be absorbed properly, like a little olive oil or egg yolk. B12 works better when your gut health is solid, so pairing it with probiotic foods like yogurt or miso is a bonus. Eating well for your legs isn't restrictive, it's rewarding. Every bite is a step towards stability, confidence, and independence. Knowing which foods harm your legs is only half the battle. The real victory begins when you replace them, intentionally, consistently, and with joy. Because here's the truth: you don't have to give up flavor to regain strength. You don't need to live in fear of your plate. All it takes is recognizing what your body truly needs, and letting go of what weighs it down. Let's begin with one of the most misunderstood foods: cheese. Most people don't want to give up cheese, and you don't have to. The key is choosing natural, minimally processed types. For example, swap processed cheese slices for feta, fresh mozzarella, or aged cheddar, instead of cheese spreads filled with artificial oils and salt. Try a small portion of goat cheese on whole grain crackers. Read the label. If it has more than 3 to 5 ingredients or lists processed cheese product, skip it. Not all cheese is created equal. The right kind can nourish your nerves. The wrong kind can poison them slowly. Next, look at what you're drinking. Sodas and sweetened drinks don't just add empty calories. They fuel inflammation that silently damages your joints and nerves. Replace them with infused water, with lemon, mint, or cucumber, herbal teas like ginger or turmeric, low-sugar electrolyte drinks if hydration is a concern. Let's talk snacks. That low-fat granola bar? The colorful cereal? The baked chips? They may look innocent, but they often contain refined starches, additives, and synthetic vitamins that never reach your muscles. A food's label might say healthy, but your legs will tell you the truth. Now comes the fun part, building strength through simple replacements that fit your lifestyle. Here are 6 real-life swaps that can change how your legs feel in just weeks. 1. Instead of processed cheese, use feta, fresh mozzarella, or cottage cheese. 2. Instead of soda, try chilled herbal tea with fresh lemon slices. 3. Instead of sweet cereal, choose eggs with sautéed greens or oats with nuts. 4. Instead of white bread, try sprouted grain bread or brown rice cakes. 5. Instead of margarine, use olive oil or avocado spread. 6. Instead of store-bought dressing, mix olive oil, lemon, and turmeric. Small switches, big difference. For your legs, and for your life. And what about meals out or with family? You don't have to say no. Just be mindful, ask for sauces on the side, choose grilled over fried, balance every plate with fiber and color, and if you indulge once in a while, don't panic. Consistency matters more than perfection. You're not on a diet. You're on a mission to protect your mobility. And the best news? Many seniors who make these small changes report better balance, less cramping, and stronger steps within just a few weeks. So instead of focusing on restriction, focus on replacement. Remove what harms. Keep what heals. That's how strong legs are built. If you've made it this far, you already know more than most people about why legs weaken, and more importantly, how to change that. The truth is, your legs are not failing you. They're calling out for support. For years, you may have blamed aging, fatigue, or bad luck. But now you know, nutrition, nerve health, inflammation, and daily choices are at the heart of strength. What you eat, what you avoid, what you change, these are not small things. These are decisions that shape your ability to move, to rise, to live. And here's the powerful part. You're not too late. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your body is always adapting. Your nerves can be supported. Your muscles can regain tone. Your balance can improve. All it takes is a steady shift in how you care for yourself. Don't wait for a fall to teach you what a breakfast could have fixed. You don't need to do it all today. Just begin. Add one food that heals. Remove one food that harms. Stretch your legs with intention. Tell someone what you've learned. And above all, believe that your health is worth fighting for. Every step you take in the right direction rewrites the story your legs tell. Let's be clear. This isn't about chasing youth. This is about building dignity, stability, and freedom, starting now. Because strong legs aren't just for walking, they're for dancing with your grandchildren. For walking to your garden, for rising from bed without pain, for taking back your independence. You don't have to live afraid of stairs, chairs, or sidewalks. You just have to live aware, and act with kindness toward your body. So here's your challenge. Don't stop here. Rewatch the parts you need. Share this video with a loved one. Apply just one thing today. Then one more tomorrow. You don't need perfect legs. You just need a plan, and the belief that it's possible. If this video helped you understand your legs a little better, if it reminded you that strength doesn't disappear, it just needs the right care, then please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you love. Save it for the days you feel unsure. And most of all, act on what you've learned. Because this isn't about a perfect body. It's about a life where you can move freely, sleep deeply, and walk without fear. Thank you for watching. And remember, Your legs are worth the effort. And so are you.